we proceed with the tutorial 2.2 question 15. Okay, so in this question, the case of less than A, it is equivalent to negative A and A, right? Okay. Okay, for these cases, we are going to solve by using the AND finally. So if we have the cases in between. Okay, same thing here. Okay, for the question number A here, so we have the 4x minus 4x over 2x plus 3 in between. So these cases, before you do anything, you have to define first or separately. Because since the inequality is the rational inequality, so we cannot both. We say that as rational inequality, we cannot do cross multiplying. That's why we have to separate. So we have to separate into two cases. One is the case of 4x minus x minus 4 over 2x plus 3 greater or equal than 1. Another one is the 4x minus 4 over 2x plus 3. So you just read from here. Less or equal than 3. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? Okay, then you solve. You just rearrange. Okay, you put the subject as the rational inequality. Okay, you bring until you get a rational function. So you get a rational function. Okay, another case also. Okay, this is the case 1, and you do same thing for the case 2 until you will get another rational function. Okay, so you have the case 1 and case 2 here. Okay, everyone get it? Okay, so we have to build two separate tables, two separate sign tables. Okay, so if you look at the questions here, okay, for the 2x minus 7, the 0 should be the 7 over 2. And the factor of 2x plus 3, the 0 should be the negative 3 over 2. Do you remember? Okay, how we get the zeros? Okay, so for the another cases also, for these cases also, the minus 2x minus 13, the 0 should be the negative 13 over 2. Okay, if you can't get it, you just simply do the simple step like this. You let the minus 2x minus 13 equal to 0. You get the minus 30 x to x equal to 13. Your x is negative 13 over 2. Okay, you get it? Okay, so for another one, so the 0 is negative 3 over 2. Okay, you build your sign table. Okay, so you will have the, for these cases, so the negative 3 over 2 should be in the left side, and the 7 over 2 should be in the right side here. Okay, so you please put the factors. 2x minus 3. Okay, so since this has the include sign, be careful, we have the include sign. We only allow the numerator have the then circle, and the denominator is always empty circle. So for these cases, so we have the then circle here. 2x minus 7 should be with the 7 over 2. 2x plus 3 should be with the factor of negative 3 over 2, the zeros. Don't put wrongly the locations. Okay, then you simply pick a value. Let's say I choose a 0 here. I substitute to the linear factor 2x minus 7. So I will get the negative, and I have a positive sign here. I meet the zeros, I have to change the sign. Okay, for another cases, so to 2x plus 3, okay, same thing, 2x plus 3, so we will have substitute for the 0, I get the positive 3, so I have the positive sign here. When I meet the 0, I change the sign. Okay, then only you decide your final region, which the region that you want to choose. Before you do anything, please proceed with the is the step of you do the division. My negative divide by negative, you are going to get positive. Negative, positive is negative, and positive with positive we are going to get positive. So this is the empty circle and this is the dense circle. Okay, finally, I'm going to choose, you read this statement, the rational inequality is greater or equal than 0. That means I'm going to choose the positive region. So where is the positive region here? This side and this side. Okay, then only you write for the final region, must write it out. So your x is less than empty circle. So it should be the x less than the negative 3 over 2. This region belongs to x is less than negative 3 over 2. And this region is x is greater or equal. Why I say greater or equal? Because we have a dense circle here. That is why it's important. That's why during your, the assessment yesterday, I returned to you. I think minority of you didn't put the circles or the dense circle, empty circles. That's why you are going to make mistake when you write the final answer. Okay, so you just write it out completely. Only you will get full marks. Same case for this, another sign table. So you have the negative 13 over 2 and you have the negative 3 over 2. So negative 13 over 2 is the numerator and this is the less or equal. You have the equal sign. So you are allowed to have the dense circle here and this should be empty circle. Kenapa dia empty circle? Because it's a denominator. We can't set denominator equal to 0. Okay? So you just bring down your dense circle and empty circle. Okay, so now you test with a value. Okay, let's say I prefer to test with 0 because easy for me to do the calculation. Okay, so if I choose 0, make sure that I put 0 here. Don't put the 0 in this side. Okay, 0 is greater than minus 3 over 2 should be in your right hand side. Okay, so when I put the zeros inside, so I will get the 0 minus 13. So this side should be negative. You meet the 0, you should change the sign. Okay? Okay, same case for the second factor 2x plus 3. So you have the positive, negative, negative here. And for the final solution, okay, I'm going to choose the negative side because this one is statement says that whole thing less than 0. So I'm going to choose the negative side. So I choose the negative side. So you write the final region first. Okay, so the solution for this is less or equal than minus 13 over 2 or okay, x is greater than negative 3 over 2. This one you also have to put an or because you have two different answers. Okay, this value or that value. Okay, so come to the final solution. Okay, since we have the n, so you should intersect. Okay, so yesterday I mentioned, so if you have a case with n, so this is the n, so you must end out your solution with the intersections. So this is the answers for the case 1 and this is the answers for the case 2. So this is the case 2 and this is the case 1. So you just simply do the line, number line, and you find the intersection part. So this should be the final answer. Okay, this region is less or equal than minus 13 over 2 and this region greater 7 over 2. Okay, this is the interval notation. Okay, if the question asks for the set solution, okay, this is the set solution. Okay, they want the set solution. So ini interval. So we are not attacked. So you must write in the set because dia nak soalan dia nak set solution eh. Set solution. So you have less or equal than negative 13 over 2 union with okay, atau or is greater or equal than 7 over 2. Okay, you get what I mean? Okay, this one tak boleh lah. Kenapa dia tak boleh? Why? For these cases, kenapa? Why? Kelas, kenapa?
Sebab dia nak
sebab dia minta set notation. Boleh tak? Kalau dia tak minta, dia just say solve saja. Then you can do. Okay, this one take note Okay, boleh? Boleh ke? Okay? Okay, so for the questions, the same question B, this one, a lot of students make mistakes. A lot. Okay, so what happened? For these cases, can we do cross multiply? No, because we have the unknowns there, right? We don't know whether it's positive or negative value, so we cannot do cross multiplying. So kalau kita tak boleh do cross multiplying, we have to rearrange the inequality everything to your right left hand side. So you have the 9x plus 4 over x minus 12 greater or equal than 0. Boleh? Boleh ke? Boleh? And then this side we do the equalize the denominator. Okay? Then you will have 3x minus 2 power of 2. Okay, this one I also give you the examples in the lecture note. If you have the two factors, please make sure that you do twice. Okay, so you have the 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2, and x here. Okay, so you will have 0, 2 over 3. Okay, 2 over 3, since this one you have the equal sign. You ada equal sign kan sini. So dia adalah
teacher.
Yes.
Yang question
soalan dengan solution tu.
Tak sama
Soalan
tak sama.
4x. Yang tiba jadi 9x. Sama
Soalan ini salah kot yang ini. Tak boleh faktor. Should be this. If not, you cannot factorize. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, mana saya stop tadi? Okay, so 3x minus 2. So this one is the dense circle and this one is the dense circle. And x is empty circle or dense circle, class? Empty, because it's the denominator. Now you get it? Dah boleh dapat sikit-sikit, boleh? Boleh? So let's say I use 1 here. So 1 I substitute 3 minus 2, so it's positive. Meet the 0, you change the sign. So this one also the same because it's the same factors. Okay? Okay, so you substitute x with 1, so you have the positive, positive, negative. So this is a positive, positive, negative here, and you bring down the dense circle and the empty circle. Now we choose the region. So this is that the question are going to have the 3x minus 2 square over x greater or equal than 0. So you have to choose the positive region. So this side and this side including this. So we can merge. That's why the solution should be x is greater than 0 union with x equal to 2 over 3. So this one we can merge. Maksudnya kita ambil semua sekali kat sini. So it's greater than 0. Boleh? Boleh ke?
Boleh.
This is how we solve it. Okay. So the next question. Yang ini pasir.
Medium.
Ya.
Tak faham lah yang sama yang kenapa x kenapa x sama dengan 2/3 tadi?
0 dia. Yang mana?
Yang
ini 2/3. Ini 0.
Okey.
Sebab dia ada 2 kali kan.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Okay, good. Tak faham tanya Okay, you perasan tak dekat you punya pasir 209? They come out the same question. This is the benefit if you do tutorial. You see, the question basically is the same. Okay, at the year 2009, the final exam, it says I'm going to find the solution set. Okay, for 2x plus 3 over x less or equal to 5. Basically, it's the same. Okay, so you have to, rearrange the inequality. You move the 5 to your left hand side. So you have the 3 over x minus 5 less or equal than 0. Okay, so you proceed with the same step. You do the equalize the denominators. Okay, and then you factorize. Okay, you factorize. So for these cases, the 0 should be what? For 2x minus 3, what is the 0?
3 over 2.
3 over 2. 3 over 2. Okay, very good. Okay, how about the x minus 1? 1. The x?
0.
0. Okay, very good. Now you get it. Okay, so you have the 2x minus 3, x minus 1, and x here. Okay, now you are going to rearrange the zeros in the number line. Okay, I say that this side is actually your x-axis. Betul? Betul? Okay. Betul? Siapa dulu? Siapa dulu? 0. Betul lah 0 Lepas tu
1.
betul. 1. Then 3 over 2. This one you cannot mix. If you mix up, then your final answer definitely will be wrong. Boleh Boleh buat carefully this set. Boleh? Boleh. Okay, now you 2x minus 3. Okay, you read first your question. You have the equal sign. So madam says that only numerator is allowed the then circle. Betul tak? Betul? Then circle. Put the then circle. This one is then circle, and this one also then circle. 0 and 0. It's empty circle. Okay, this one should be the empty circle here. Okay, so the final region, before we do, we type first for the region. Okay, you choose a value. Which value you want? 2 boleh tak? Sini senang sikit. Betul? 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is positive. So negative. So 2 minus 1 is positive. So positive. You meet the 0, you change the sign. Okay, so 2 positive. You meet the 0, you change the sign. Okay, now I ask you, this part you get it or not? How you do your sign table? How you construct your sign table? Boleh? Boleh. So 2x minus 3, x minus 1 over x. Okay, baru you kira. So this is the region actually negative, positive, positive. Okay, boleh? Okay, sekarang which region you want to choose? You read the statement rational inequality is less or equal. Kalau less or equal is negative. We want to choose the bulatkan circle your selected region. So this ini kosong 1, 3 over 2. So this one is x is less than 0. Union with, sebab other one is 1. You must have the x greater or equal. Sebab dia adalah then circle, you should have the equal sign. 3 over 2. This is how we do. Okay, boleh?
Madam,
Ya.
kenapa kenapa 1 greater x greater than 1?
Kawasan sini is in between actually kan. Okay, so if you look at this region, okay, you look at here. Ingat lagi tak? In the lecture, actually this side, this region is in between, betul? This region. Betul? You get it or not? This one. But this one is the included one. So you must put included. Because this is the dense circle. Kan kawasan sini besar daripada 1, greater or equal than 1 but less or equal than 0.
Okay.
Okay, you get it?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome. Okay, boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, then in the 2012, okay, 2012 they come up this question. Determine the solution set of the inequality. Okay, the solution set in the inequality. Okay, first of all, if we read this, we know that this is the rational inequality. Okay, so rational inequality. Okay, so first of all, definitely we have to rearrange and we never cross multiply. Okay, we never cross multiply. So we rearrange. Okay, so you will get this statement. After that, we equalize the denominators. Baru kita equalize the denominators. So I hope that this time you know how to do it. This one you learn during your secondary school. Okay, so we learn how to equalize the denominators. Okay, so from these rational inequalities, okay, we start to find the zeros. For the x plus 2, the zero should be
Negative 2.
negative 2. Okay, very good. How about the 2x minus 1? Belum lagi. Belum.
Kembangkan.
Okay. Sini ke sini kita belum simplify. Nampak ada ini pelik ya. Simplify. Simplify dulu. Okay, baru kita buat. Okay, so for this
3.
2x minus 1
1/2.
1/2. X plus 2
Negative 2.
negative 2. So sekarang you have the rough idea already how to do. You need practice. How you do practice? You start to answer your PYQ. Boleh? Kena practice. Boleh? Then you put in your sign table the question. Okay, then we decide the locations of the zero. So definitely we should start with minus 2 first then. Okay, minus 2, and this one is 1/2, and this one is 3. Okay, I noticed that when I mark your paper, so please make sure that you left a column here to put the minus 2. You cannot put here. If you put here, you are going to, your selected region are going to, one of the selected region we are not going to include, so you will have the wrong final answer. Boleh? Put an empty column because you want to test this region. This region is the region less than minus 2. This region is in between. This region in between, and this region should be x is greater than 3. So, boleh? Please make sure that you do. Then you put the zero. Okay, you see, you look at the question. This one is less, only you don't have the equal sign. Since you don't have the equal sign, that means all the zero should be empty circle. Boleh? Boleh? So this is the empty circle. You bring down. 2x minus 1, the zero should be 1/2. So you just bring down. Bring down first. Okay, then only you start to hash the region. Okay, so I prefer to choose 0. 0 plus 3 is positive, positive, positive. You meet 0, you change sign. And the 0, 2x minus 1, so you have the negative, negative. You meet the 0, you change the sign. Okay, then I substitute 0 to the factor 0 plus 2. So you have the positive, positive, positive. You meet these, you change the sign. So positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, so finally, I'm going to choose the region which is negative region. So I circle first. I circle it out. Then only I write. This region is in between, in between minus 2 and 2. That's why f is greater than minus 2, less than 1 over 2. This region, so maksudnya ini ke atas. So maksudnya it should be f is greater than 3. It should be f is greater than 3. Okay. You get it or not?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
They're not tough, They're not tough if you understand. Okay? Easy to score. Okay, boleh? This is all the parts here. Okay, I think I have 1, 2. Okay, untuk ini, ini something like this, you will come out in your UPS lah. Okay, take note lah. Okay, so the question says by using the completing the square. So by using the completing the square, write the following inequality. If you still remember, yesterday I said that the square root of x squared equivalent to absolute of x. Okay, so I have to do something of this until I get this part, and I can convert to the absolute form. Okay, and hence you solve the inequality. Hence maksudnya from here, okay, from the absolute value inequality, you solve the inequality, bukan from the completing the square. Okay, so first of all, we look at the question number B. This is the question 21 in your tutorial book. Okay, so I mentioned before we do the completing the square, we have to make sure that there is no coefficient, means the coefficient of a x squared should be 1. Dia mesti 1. If you don't have, you need to factorize. I will show you in the example series after this. Okay, since we already have the coefficient of x squared is 1, we may start to do completing. Okay, how I do? I say that I use something big square minus the small square. Okay, so how I do my big square? I always divide the b over 2. Okay, the b is minus 3. When I divide by 2, I will have the minus 3 over 2. So I will have the x minus 3 over 2. You get it? This type. Boleh ke? Boleh? And boleh ke? You divide by the b. The b is minus 3. Dia macam ni lah, x square plus bx. So plus bx. So dia macam ni adalah coefficient of x. So now coefficient of x is minus 3. You divide by 2, so it's negative 3 over 2. Betul tak? Betul? Betul. So x minus 3 over 2 square, you minus with the b square. B maksudnya you minus with this value, minus b over 2. So you just negative. You just follow. You just copy. Whatever you write here, you put here. You square it. Boleh? Boleh ke?
Boleh.
Then the rest you just copy. Yes. Minus 4. Cakap. Kenapa?
Yang depan tu bukan minus b per 2. Kita ada positif.
Yang mana?
Untuk x ni.
Minus b per 2. Ini. Depan. Sebab dia soalan dia negatif. Kalau dia negatif, you kena negatif. You follow je. Kalau you positif, dia positif. Dia macam ni. Kalau you x square plus 3x, you akan buat x plus 3 over 2 square minus 3 over 2 square. Boleh tak? Kalau you x square plus 4x, So you akan buat x plus, sebab dia plus 4 kan, plus 2 square minus 2 square.
Okay.
Boleh?
Boleh.
This is the simplest way.
Encik,
Yes, cakap.
stepnya memang kena bahagi dengan 2 eh?
Memang bagi 2.
Oh, okey, faham.
Nanti kalau ada masa saya jelas ke kamu kenapa dia bahagi 2. Okay? Boleh? Boleh? Maybe I will do a video, I will let you see kenapa dia bahagi. Dia boleh? Boleh ke?
Boleh.
So you proceed x minus 3 over 2 square minus negative 3 over 2 square, you get the 9 over 4, betul? Betul? So minus 4 greater or equal than 0. So you have the x minus 3 over 2 square greater or equal. Okay, this one you minus 9 over 4 minus is 4, so you get the minus berapa? Minus 25. So you move everything to your right hand side. Sebab bahagian ni akan dapat negative 25 over 4 kan? Betul? You move. Boleh move ke? Atau you nak tambah satu langkah lagi?
Boleh.
Kalau takut orang tak nampak. So you minus kan? You get this, betul? And you proceed with 3 over 2 square greater or equal than 25 over 4. Boleh? Boleh? Okay, then the square root both sides. Okay? This one we say that as square root of x square, so kita akan dapat absolute, betul?
Betul.
Okay, 5 over 2. Boleh? 5 over 2. Okay, you boleh remain macam ni. Atau, okay, you boleh darab okay, and ni you buang. You get greater than 5. Okay, this boleh and this boleh. So maybe the question will ask you, okay, the inequality can transform in apa? So you ada dua pilihan, sama ada the absolute of x minus 3 over 2 greater or equal than 5 over 2 atau absolute 2x minus 3 greater or equal than 5. Dua-dua boleh. Boleh? Okay, so after that they ask you to solve kan? Hence, okay, yesterday we learned that if you have the absolute greater than a, it will be x greater a or x less than a, right? Betul? Betul? So you pun solve lah. Hence, 2x minus 3 greater or equal than 5 or 2x minus 3 less or equal than minus 5. Okay, this one should be solved by using the union. So dia akan buat union 1 and 4. So greater or equal than 4, less or equal than 1. So maka dia punya solution set x is less or equal than minus 1 or greater or equal than 4. Okay, kalau you nak interval,
First,
ya,
bukan 1.
1.
Minus 1 lah.
Minus 1 ke 1?
Minus 1.
Negative 1.
Atas.
Okay, 4 to 3. Okay, you get it? Boleh? Of course, dalam UPS, you will ask you to solve something here lah. Maybe something here only lah. Sebab UPS punya soalan, one question 1 minit je. You boleh buat berapa cepat. You dah boleh buat completing the square sampai sini pun sangat bagus lah. Boleh? Boleh? Okay, we proceed to the second question. So, apabila kita ada coefficient. Okay, what we do? factorize dulu. Factorize dulu. You factorize first. Okay, then only you do the completing the square. Salin dulu. Okay, so I change the color. That means I'm going to do this completing the square. You buat macam tadi. Minus 3 over 2, you divide by 2, what you will get? You bagi 2 lagi, you akan dapat negative 3 over 4, betul?
Betul.
Square, okay, minus dengan negative 3 over 4. You just do big square minus small square. That's all finish the story. Okay, so then you expand. X minus 3 over 4 square, so minus 3 is 9, 16 plus 1 less or equal than 0. So you have x minus 3 over 4 square, 8 plus 1 less or equal than 0. Over 16 and you square root both sides. Ada masalah. Okay, you get it? Boleh? You may write in this way. Atau if you want to follow the final answers in the book, so actually they equalize the denominators. Okay, absolute of 4 is 4 kan? Betul? That's why we can omit. Siapa punya less or equal than 1? You get it anak? Boleh? Okay, dalam exam UPS nanti, maybe they will ask which pair of answer is correct. So ini pun boleh, ini pun boleh. Boleh ke? Boleh? Okay, so therefore, so you solve. Kalau dia less, dia mesti 4x minus 3 less or equal than 1 n. Betul tak? Dia n kan? So 4x minus 3 greater or equal than negative 1. So you have the 4x less or equal than 4x less than 1. 4x greater or equal than 2, x is greater or equal than 1 over 2. Okay, for these cases, since you have the cases of n, you have to end out your final solutions with the intersection. Okay, so you draw the then circle. Kenapa dia then circle dia? Sebab dia ada less or equal sign. Dia ada equal sign. So this is the greater. So you take the intersection part. So if you want to find the start solution, so you will be 1 over 2, 1, and if in the interval form, so we are going to have 1 over 2, 1 as well. Okay, can you get it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Okay, boleh Okay, so now already 54 out of 4. Okay, so for this solution nanti I will give you the hard copy lah, boleh? Boleh? Boleh ke? Boleh. Saya akan letak dekat Google Classroom. Okay, you punya formative assessment untuk hari ini, you ada 4 soalan. You ambil masa untuk buat. Okay, ini equal sign. I hope that you still remember how to solve this. Ini pun. Ini kena pindah dulu kelas. You have the 3 minus 2x, betul? Macam mana kita nak buat? Check nota dulu. Ini kena hati-hati because we have the unknown, betul? Betul? We have the unknown, right? Once you have the unknown, so you have to make sure that your final answer is greater or equal than 0. You check with the nota. Okay, this one is the absolute one side. Okay, answer all the questions and submit your scanned copy of solution before the due date. I think I give you the due date before Friday. So you have 2 days to do it. Boleh ke?
Boleh.
You cuba buat dulu, saya nak tanda. Boleh? You submit in the Google Classroom today punya formative assessment, only the subjective lah. I don't give you the objective. Okay, boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, that's all for today. Okay, thank you very much. The rest I will give you, macam soalan tadi, as I promised, I will give you the hard copy. The solution I will attach in the Google Classroom as well. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome.
Madam.
Bye,
Okay,
madam.
welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, goodbye.